I'd like to talk on a meta level for a second. And I know that some people think that none of that should come into a film review, and it doesn't really. But I consider it noteworthy. Also, I like to look at a film's cultural impact, and what I'm going to say relates to that. Massive kudos to Warner Brothers. Everyone in Hollywood seems to be sitting around twiddling their thumbs and talking about a great need for female representation. Warner Brothers actually made a Wonder Woman film, directed by an incredibly talented female director in Patty Jenkins. They didn't just talk about it, they did it, and props to them. The very first line of the very first page of the very first appearance of Wonder Woman in Action Comics number 8 was, "At last, in a world torn apart by the hatreds and wars of men appears a woman, to whom the problems and feats of men are mere child's play." And I'm quoting this because this is not only a perfect way to describe Wonder Woman the character, but it also is a perfect way to describe Wonder Woman the film in the current state of the DC films in general. Zack Snyder and David Ayer gave us some, I'd say, dreadful films. But in comes Patty Jenkins, the real Wonder Woman, to give us something worthwhile. Wonder Woman addresses the massively huge issue DC was having with their narrative flow. The Wonder Woman story is clear and concise, and it's sad that that sets it apart from its peers, but it does so massively, and this is a welcome change. I feel like the tone is different in this film though. It seemed like it had more humour in it, which almost unanimously did not land for me. I just didn't find the humour in it funny or necessary. It almost seems like DC fixed the narrative issue, a genuine problem, and fixed their tone, which wasn't broken. The tone was fine, people just had a problem with the films not making sense. The performances were mostly okay, although I think this is an aspect where it starts to let itself down for me. Gal Gadot is not a believable actress for me yet. I wasn't nearly as emotionally invested in the film as I would have liked to have been, and I have to start there. It almost feels like Jenkins knew this, as Wonder Woman for a lead character didn't have much emotive weight to carry. I would have expected more, and some of the cuts of her seem to be cut weirdly short. But it might be just me wearing a tinfoil hat here. The child actors in this were however really good, especially in the start of the film, and child actors are almost never good. The cinematography was quite nice, the set pieces were really good, and there was a great contrast between the opening set piece and the rest of the film. I also liked how this film used, but didn't overuse, the Wonder Woman theme from the Batman vs Superman score. It was a nice throwback which blended the movies together, but it wasn't shoved down our throats every time she was on screen. This film wasn't challenging and was fairly generic plot-wise, which soured my opinion a little bit, which was largely disappointing, because while I liked it, I didn't love it, and I went in really wanting to love it. I love the character, and I also think Patty Jenkins is fantastic. I also realised if in the opening scene it was a Nazi who came in through the portal to the Amazonian world, being chased by like a British fleet, she would probably just start fighting with the Nazis, which is pretty weird. I'm giving Wonder Woman a score of 6, which is a credit. Wonder Woman finally gets a film, and it's about time. It's an exceptional entry for DC compared to their other train wrecks of films, but in cinema in general, it's just okay. An important film though that I hope does well, because maybe we can see more films helmed by great female directors like Patty Jenkins. Wonder Woman is also another great female role model in general, which is really important. It's a film that I liked, but I didn't love, and I was really disappointed by that because I really wanted to love it. Anyway, that's what I thought of Wonder Woman. Agree or disagree, I'm sure a lot of you do disagree, that's fine. Feel free to comment and tell me why down below. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to this channel, do all that jazz, and until next time,